Brought to you by Lord Carnage and the best of classic Game Room. I don't know what's better, that kick-ass keyboard in the background or the fact I'm about to run this custom minivan into a taxi cab. It's Tokyo Xtreme Racer Zero. Even though technically it comes after the number 2. I guess these guys aren't mathematicians, but they do make fun driving games. Choose your weapon. The Japanese highway system awaits your arrival. It's my favorite guilty pleasure driving game, the Tokyo Xtreme Racer series, and I think I've reviewed all the other ones by now. I just reviewed Import Tuner Challenge, which is Tokyo Xtreme Racer on the Xbox 360. This is basically Tokyo Xtreme Racer 2 on the PlayStation 2. I reviewed TXR2 on the Dreamcast years ago for the original series of the show and loved it, and I like this version of the game too. Can't really remember the differences, but Tokyo Xtreme Racer Zero is an excellent late-night driving game, so it's fitting that you're playing late at night. You just drive and win. It's relaxing. Until you get tired and crash into things, but hey, it's a video game. No worries. I think it's safe to say that if you've played one of these games, you've played them all, but it's worth playing them all if you enjoyed one of them. The same principles apply. Start with a good car and modify it as much as you can while collecting another car in the background and modifying it. Because even if you buy a great car like a Skyline or something, even though it's not called a Skyline, in this game there's no licensed cars, it's not going to be competitive until you've given it about 500 horsepower and a new transmission. And it takes a while to collect some money in these games. There's a lot of grinding involved. But it's fun grinding. It's driving on the highways at night. Like the other games, you start with a limited series of road and unlock new segments of highway as you play. For those unfamiliar with Tokyo Xtreme Racer, you simply drive around and then ram into other drivers while flashing your lights to initiate a race. And then you drive until their power bar goes all the way down. When you win, you get some money, and there's these driving gangs. If you can defeat all of the cars in their gang, you eventually battle an end boss, and then that's how you move the game along and unlock new upgrades and new cars and roads and stuff. When you start out, when you buy a new car, it handles horribly in this game, as you can see. Upgrades make all the difference in Tokyo Xtreme Racer. I recommend starting with the Subaru Impreza, even though it's not called a Subaru Impreza. We know what it is. It's reasonably affordable and goes quite fast when you throw in the mods, but after a while you'll notice the other drivers get faster. So you need to get faster. This is far from the best looking driving game on the PlayStation 2. It's far from the best handling. It's far from the best driving game, period. It's Tokyo Xtreme Racer. If you're looking for driving, stick with Gran Turismo or something. This is about collecting cars, modifying them, and just driving in circles while winning. It's hard to explain why I like this game, I just do. How about this Boss synthesizer? I like that. It's hard to drive while you're dancing around the room wearing a headband, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, and don't worry about running into things. You'll survive, except it does reduce your health bar, so maybe you should worry about running into things. That's where handling comes in. What limited handling there is in Tokyo Xtreme Racer. After you defeat each of the gang members individually and their end boss, you can win their sticker, and you know there's no sticker I want more than this one. Why? Because what do you do in this game? You drive round and round. I've been waiting all night to record that. And the trademark Classic Game Room shout out and thank you, which goes all the way to Daniel from Palm Coast, Florida. Thank you, Daniel, for sending Tokyo Xtreme Racer Zero to the show. This one is super cheap and easy to collect. It's a great time. Tokyo Xtreme Racer. The best of Classic Game Room is on DVD, Blu-ray, and Laser Hypervision album set.